I'm back. So I haven't been long woke up, as you can tell from probably my eye area and my voice. But I was watching a video from KittyTheDreamer, who I adore, and she made a video about um, past lives and people claim to be celebrities or legendary figures of some sort. And there's kind of two sides to this, and I'm not really sure how it originally got started, so I'll state now that I do not know who is involved in any of it and how it started and the details of any of this crap. But um, I feel like I had a point of view to say. Over the years of having this channel, I have repeatedly been asked to share my past lives. And as you might have noticed, I don't. I may very briefly graze over the top of them, or a few of them, but I really don't go into detail about it. And the reason is at least for me, I've come to the point where it doesn't matter what you know about my past lives. It doesn't matter. I know them. And whether that impresses you or not, I really don't care. Um, and I mean, at the same time, I can understand someone being perhaps liberated by the feeling of telling others um, that perhaps they were this very important figure. Um, and that is not to say that they weren't by any means. They could have been, they could have not been. But um, if it's something they feel in their heart and, they tell people, I could see how that would feel liberating to them. However, for me, I feel like I feel like when I tell other people, the few that I do, when I tell other people, and not that I keep it this big secret, I just don't think that YouTube or Facebook or anything like that is necessarily a good platform to be telling the details of my other lives on, just like I don't tell the details of this life. Um, but I think, and this isn't to say anything against those who do, it's just my personal choice. But I know that there was talk of the main point of it being when multiple people claim to have been, like, Marie Antoinette was mentioned. And for that, the subject of fragment souls came up. And I really don't know entirely where I stand on fragment souls. Um, I do believe in two spirits, which is a native term of people who have two spirits within them, a masculine and feminine, and can kind of see things from both sides, and they were revered and honored within the culture. But um, as for actual fragments of pieces to where there could be like 5 different people who were Marie, um, I don't know. But the thing is that I don't feel it's my place to judge either. And again, this isn't towards anyone directly at all. This is just my opinion. Um, I was not Marie Antoinette. I, to my knowledge, never lived with Marie Antoinette. So it really doesn't matter to me. Um, and most of all, just because you are something in your past life does not mean that you are that person now or living with that point. Uh, Perhaps you were Marie Antoinette in a past life. Yeah, and perhaps you were also a very poor farm girl who got raped in another. You know? Um, it's all the lessons that you learn. And I do believe in reincarnation, and I do believe that these famous souls get incarnated, or you can stay over as a guide, or all kinds of things. But most of all, I just wanted to come on here and say that And I think my video is messing up right now. Oh, yeah, that sucks. It's been freezing up on me like this lately. I don't understand what's going on. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, basically, don't cling so much to the past that you forget to look where you're walking now. Um, Knowing where you came from is absolutely important, knowing your roots, and perhaps putting together puzzle pieces, because I know a couple of mine directly relate to this one. Um, those in particular, yes, I pay attention to, but the others, not so much. Some of them I don't even have, I don't know what you would call it. I wouldn't say a connection to, because I do. I know that that was me, but in this life, the culture, the time of that just doesn't, it doesn't grab my heart. It may grab my mind, my sensations, but not my heart, if that makes sense. But my point basically is unless you're that person, it doesn't matter. And coming from someone who has a wolf for a totem, and everybody wants to be the wolf. It's one of the most popular totems, whether it is actually abundant because of wolves being teachers and lots of teachers uh, and old souls coming out right now and wanting to show people how to kind of open up their mind and consider new things. Whether that is the case, or whether a lot of people just think the wolf is really cool and it's a predatory animal and it's all fuzzy and it's like a dog, that's not for me to say. I'm not them. I can only speak for myself. And for myself, I am wolf. But do 50 other wolves make me less of a wolf? No. I'm still wolf, whether they are or not. And that's really not a concern to me. Um, now, it was spoken on briefly in Kitty's video about people using celebrity names to help make money and stuff now. And for that I say, uh, to the people who would buy from them, or who are buying from them, um, consider that, as I said, a past life is just that, a past life. It does not necessarily mean that it has to do with their current one. And so even if it is the truth or not, that really shouldn't play into if you're going to get teaching from them. Either you feel a pull to do it or you don't. Or you feel a pull to buy their product or you don't. Um, but who they were in a past life should not weigh on how you act towards them or what you give them or don't give them. Because it may or may not affect today. Um, I mean, and everything affects today in a sense, but you get what I mean. There are those lives that you have that are direct lessons that you have not finished, and then there are those lives that you've had that are not. They are kind of toned away and there and learned, but you've moved on now. So that should affect it. That's my opinion in 9 minutes on past lives. And that is also my opinion going out to you guys why I have never spoken on my past lives here in detail. And no, I'm not Marie Antoinette, and I'm not, what were the others? Elvis Presley and all that, but I'm sure they had to go somewhere, and I wasn't any of them, so I don't really care where they went. um, and I mean, I can understand if you're seeing multiple people claim it, getting angry because of perhaps you feel like they're lying, or they're using it to influence people, and kind of leading a crusade there. And I think that's admirable, but I also ask, what are you crusading for? Because these people are also adults if they are buying from that person. and they are choosing to do that when it should not have any bearing on their choice or not. So that's really all I gotta say about it. And yeah, any video responses or anything are welcome. And I think this is a pretty interesting topic. And I mean, I've always thought about the whole fragment theory, but I've never really felt a tug towards it. I could see it happening, but I don't know of any directly. So anyway, those are my thoughts in a nutshell. I love you guys. Kitty, thank you for making that video and giving me the chance to make this one. I'll see you later. Bye.